If you break it down long enough, I'm talking about Genesis 1:27, which is the most important verse in the entire Torah. Genesis 1:27, it goes, basically it explains how people are made after his image, which just means um, that we carry infinity inside of us, basically. Because when you talk about God, you're talking about infinity, you're talking about something truly magical. In Genesis 1:27, I was watching a video, Rabbi Manis Friedman. He pointed me to this verse or something. I think it was one of his videos that he made about the afterlife. And he basically brought up this verse in his explanation of Kabbalah. And he basically said in this video that um yeah, he brought it up and he said that we're made in his image, and I understood it as, we are basically gods. And it says this in Psalms, that ye are gods, ye are children, um, and I believe sometimes it says ye are sons of the Most High, which only says to me that uh, basically that we are holding something inside of us that is very powerful and very magical. We are holding infinity. Each one of us is a spark of the divine, a spark of Hashem. And what this basically means is that we have infinite potential. Think about what comes to your mind when you say God, the creator of the world. Does he have some substance? Well, we do, and God does, and we're made after his image. Meaning we are physical, we are non physical, we are emotional, we are spiritual, we are anything and everything that can possibly exist in capability. Meaning we contain infinity inside of us, because each one of us is a spark of the divine, a spark of Hashem, which just basically means that there's so much capability that we have. And there are some verses sprinkled throughout the Torah that point to afterlife. But if you realize that everyone that exists is made in his image, male and female, he created them he made us in his image after his likeness, which means that how God is like, that's what each one of us is like too. We contain divinity. I mean, we're made of divinity itself. And divinity created us, and divinity created us, and we hold the entire thing in us, every range of divinity in us. We contain the whole package. So think about all the potential that comes with, because we're not limited, because energy creates itself. Energy does not, um, you know, energy is not made by something else, it makes itself. Divinity made all this. That's how I interpret it to be. That each one of us is a walking infinity, a walking, breathing universe, a walking, breathing world, an infinity. That's so much potential. But then you got to break it down and understand what's the composition of this stuff. What are we actually working with? What energies are we working with? Well, like I said, there's the physical, the non-physical, the emotional, the spiritual, the musical, the eternal. These are some of the energies that we're working with in our experience here. So Genesis 1:27, and in Psalms it says, "Ye are gods, ye are sons of the Most High, ye are children of the Most High," meaning we contain it in us, that we're not limited. We don't run out of this stuff. There is no safe. There is a safe, but it's unlimited. You know what I mean? We get to live forever. One of the big verses in Genesis is "and live forever," which means that that's what we get to do. We hold infinity inside of us. It's not to be found in religion or anything like that. We already have it in us.